Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the Cj Nerf channel. Up today, I got a pretty cool product review for you. Alright guys, the product that we're going to take a look at today is actually an accessory kit made by Newisland Toys, and it closely resembles the Nerf Modulus series attachments. This package comes with 6 different attachments, from stocks to silencer barrels. What else we got in here? To dual barrels and foregrips and more. So we're going to check it all out today, see how they work on Nerf blasters because they're supposed to be Nerf compatible, and overall see if there's value here. You can pick up this kit itself on Amazon.com. I'll put a link in the description. I picked this up for $21.99. Let's take a look at what's actually in the package. You're going to get one foregrip attachment. It comes with one cell phone mount. It does have a Modulus type stock, which will actually hold one magazine underneath, and it's actually been reinforced here, so there's not a lot of bend in it. Next attachment is this extended silencer barrel. It's probably the one that I'm most interested in. It's got a dual rail barrel, which actually looks pretty nice. And finally, we have the long distance scope, which resembles the Modulus one. All right, so let's take a look at each one of these attachments and see how they work on different Nerf blasters. We are going to test these attachments out on, yes, that is the new Modulus Strife, a regulator, and the new Ravenfire. If you do like these type of silencer barrels that I'm a pretty big fan of as far as aesthetic-wise, then these were your 4 choices with Nerf. So now you can add the Newisland silencer barrel into this group. And one thing I really like about this barrel is that it kind of resembles the Spectre barrel. It's very wide inside, so hopefully it's not going to affect performance as opposed to like these barrels where you can see it's a tighter fit. Let's begin with the Strife, the brand new one from the Modulus line. Okay, as you can see, I do have, I don't know if you can kind of, yeah, there is some play on this one. It is pretty loose, I gotta say. Kind of looks pretty good, but I would definitely say it's a little wobbly. All right, let's check the one I really want to see it on, and that's the Raven. Oh, that's a good fit. Okay, it really looks good on the Raven, and it has actually a pretty decent fit on the Raven. So, wow, that actually looks pretty tight. I like that. This is probably where I'm going to keep this one. All right, let's take a look at the regulator. Oh, that's a tight fit. Okay, that's probably the best one it fits on right now is the regulator. It's very tight. It's not going anywhere. Kind of looks good. You can tell with the lines on it. And then since we kind of got the same color pattern, let's check it out on the Demolisher. Okay, it's got a little play in it. Not as bad as the Strife. Guys, let's give you a quick look at some of the other dual rail barrels or barrels that are kind of fit into this category. Let's begin with the Strife. Okay. Not bad. It does have the little button down here that actually snaps in. Okay, seems to be a kind of tight fit. Looks a little goofy on this blaster, but I mean, doesn't wobble as much as I thought it would. Let's check it out on the Raven. Okay, nice tight fit. No wobble whatsoever. The lines on it look pretty good actually. If you were to paint this to kind of match the overall scheme, that's actually a pretty good, decent look. I kind of like that. And let's check the regulator. Okay, there's no wobble. It was a definitely easier fit than it was on the Ravenfire. And overall looks good. I would definitely say it looks the best on the Ravenfire, hands down. Let me know what your thoughts are. Put it in the comments. I'm curious to see what you would think. All right, quickly let's take a look at how it works on the original Modulus and see how that looks. And I would say very snug fit, doesn't wobble. Looks pretty good. What do you guys think? Let's take a look at the Modulus stocks and the way they compare to the new Island one. And I think it basically resembles the original Modulus stock. A lot of people like to use this stock. I was actually one of them. I thought it was pointless because of the way when you pulled it into your shoulder, it just bent too much. Now they've reinforced it with the new Island one, and it's actually really nice. It doesn't actually move anywhere. And then of course you had the incredibly beefy upgraded regulator stock, and this thing is probably the best of all 3 versions. But we're not here to review those, we're here to review this one. Okay. All right. You can see there's a little bit of play, but it's not enough where it would hinder me from putting it on here. It actually pulls in. It does not bend at all when you pull it into your shoulder. It feels good. I actually like the aesthetics of this, the way it looks on the Strife. But let's see if it actually holds a magazine under here like it's supposed to. And it does. It's actually a nice tight fit. Yeah, that's not going nowhere. Yeah, definitely a tight fit. Perfect. Okay, so it looks good on the Strife. It performs well on the Strife. I would definitely use it on this blaster. Let's check it on the regulator. Okay, all right. Regulator, it's not doing so well. You know why? Because this little piece right here is actually hitting this and it's blocking it from going totally on. See what I mean? Right down there? Okay. So this is not going to work with the regulator. I'm glad I'm testing it on different blasters so you guys can actually see. Try it on the Modulus. It does have the same fin, so I'm assuming I'm going to get the same results. Oh, it actually fit on the Modulus. Regulator one actually sticks out further than the adapter, so that's the problem on this one, right? Yeah. See, if you could tell, it's a subtle difference, man. You don't even notice it until you try something like this. This fishtail on the regular Modulus is flush. On the regulator, it actually sticks out further than the adapter, so that's why it doesn't fit on this one, but yet it does on this one. So you can get it on the Modulus, you can actually get it on the Strife. Any blaster with this type of attachment, you're not going to get it on. It will not fit, obviously. So you're out a bunch of blasters in that respect. And then we'll try it on the Demolisher and see how it looks there. And it's decent. It's on there, no problem. All right, guys, let's take a look at the different foregrips that they had. You had the one that came with the original Retaliator. You have the flip one from the Modulus. You have the regular one that doesn't actually flip. Now you have the one from Newisland. The one difference, as you can tell on top, it does not have the little notch to hook into the tactical rail. So I'll be really curious to see if this is actually a snug fit when you put it on a blaster. So let's begin with the Strife. Okay. Nope. It's actually slides on, and it does. I mean, I got 2 fingers and I'm sliding it with no problem. So it's not the best fit on there whatsoever. So I would not use that on the Strife. Same deal on the regulator. Ditto on the Modulus. And that's it. So definitely, I don't think this portion, I love the way it looks, but it just is not practical. Let's take a look at the 2 long-range scopes. This is the one that comes with the Modulus, and here's the one from Newisland. So as you can see, they pretty much look identical. They're just some subtle differences. Nerf went with a plain, basically, you know, design here on the top. They put these little aggressive ridges here on both sides. So I actually like, aesthetically, I think I actually like this one better, but it's all about performance. So let's actually see. It does have a notch here, so we'll see how well this stays up on the tactical rails. That'll be what really determines the overall opinion. So let's begin with the Strife. Oh yeah, that's tight. That's not moving. So I actually really like that. So this long range scope, just because it'll fit on here really nicely, even if it doesn't fit on anything else, I like this because I think it really looks good on the Strife. Out on the regulator. That's a tight fit on the regulator too. Definitely like the way that looks. Oh yeah, I'm actually really liking this long range scope, I gotta tell you. Let's check it out on the original Modulus. Boom. Very tight, nice, aesthetically pleasing. Big time. Wow, even tough to get off. I like that. Let's check it out on the Raven. Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely like this scope. And then finally we have the cell phone adapter clip. So I'm gonna use my iPhone 7 and we're gonna see how it holds. I do have a case on this, so let's see if it actually, yeah, it does. It'll actually extend out and fit the case as well. Okay, I did that kind of hard though. Well, let me take my case off and see if that actually makes a difference. All right, let's take the case off. We'll thin it down a little bit. Okay, it's sliding a little bit that way, but definitely doing it harder than I did with the case, and it's actually holding in there better. So it is a snug fit. It is padded in here, so it did squeeze this pretty nicely. I will be honest with you, I will probably never put my expensive phone in this and run it on top of a blaster in a Nerf war where I'm going to be roughing it around a little bit. So having said that, I will not use this. Even if I like it, I wouldn't use it just because I don't want to damage my iPhone. So that's a personal pet peeve. You do what's good for you, but let's actually see how it fits up on a blaster. Okay, so there you go. Let's push this up. Okay, it actually doesn't hold the weight of the phone up very good, as you can see. It doesn't have a locking mechanism. It just kind of comes up and kind of fits in. And yeah, I guess if I'm doing target shooting and I'm just sitting here on the range or the chronograph, that might give you a pretty cool look as far as a first person, but practicality, I would definitely say a no. Maybe I would have done 4 points of contact. Maybe I would have put a locking mechanism in here, so if you put it up like this, it would have stayed. A couple different ways that maybe they could have improved it, but overall, I just don't think this will work. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me give you my final opinion of this new island accessory kit. I would say these two attachments right here, the foregrip and the cell phone mount, I would not, I don't think they're worth it. I would say the stock is kind of like an in-betweener. It does work for some sort of blasters. It is reinforced. It does hold the magazine quite well. So if you like this style of stock, this is actually worth it. Just keep in mind it's not going to work on all of your blasters. It's going to work on a select few. These three attachments I was actually very pleased with. I actually love this barrel and I like the way it fits on the Raven. And for that reason alone, it would be a worthwhile pickup for me. I do love the long distance scope. It really fit nicely on any blaster I tried it on. And overall, just this setup alone, I really, really like. So these two are definitely without a doubt, big thumbs up. The dual rail barrel, I like the aesthetics of this, and it did fit pretty well on numerous different blasters, so I would definitely say this is worth, these three pieces in alone will probably get the two biggest thumbs up. You can kind of add this one in if you want to. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, with this kit, you're going to get 4 useful accessories. You're going to get 2 that you're probably going to end up discarding. So for a $22 price point for the kit, you're looking at about $5.50 per attachment. It's pretty much in line with what you're going to pay when you buy individual attachments off Amazon or eBay. Keep in mind that the Nerf ones actually discount lower at times, so you can actually get those really low. But if you want this unique silencer barrel, you're going to have to go through Newisland, and I actually really like it. I forgot to check the performance, so let's see how it shoots. As you can see, the silencer barrel does not affect performance of the blaster in any way, shape, or form. Let's go ahead and put the dual rail on and see how that works. Actually, I had no problems with either attachment. So pretty pro of this kit. Let me know what you think in the comments. Once again, from our family to yours, have a wonderful day, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed this video.